sure-handed wide receiver. There's been no shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Dragons of Houston taking on the Orbits of Mexico City. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Mexico City. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Garcia. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw in film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's long, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is no good. and this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Oh, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This will be fielded at the 17.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now Lawrence on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Nash. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now 2nd and 5. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And Watson has it right side. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Here's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. He'll look to set up his blockers. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Long. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Lawrence.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Hey, look at this defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Houston set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talking about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
On play action, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dragons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Up the middle they go. It's long, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Long.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
It's a throw again as Lawrence.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dragons go up by 2 touchdowns.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And now out comes Houston.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, Lawrence.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dragons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Condors looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And you can see they are out in front in that one. The Bills seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Black Knights trying to hold on and claim victory. In that first half, it was a veteran quarterback who led the charge. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 9 yards that time.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
It's caught inside the 25.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. And I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nash. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Here's a give up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Houston set to take over.
Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He finds his man complete. That's Nash. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Lawrence.
A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Dragons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a second and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garcia. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out comes Houston.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Lawrence.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's long.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Here's Lawrence. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
That is caught.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run on first down. It's long.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's long, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, long. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's long, and this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He is tackled at the 46-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They hand off to their big tight end, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Long. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Garcia. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Garcia. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Garcia. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's long. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Now Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's long. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Up the middle they go. It's long, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Houston. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Houston,
they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.